are gods, we are kings, we march in faith, cause we believe we can change the world to what it needs, stand against our enemies, cause we can. Yeah, can't nothing ever stop us. Take one and another will rise up. We'll endure until we reach the end. We are gods, we are kings, demanding change, cause we believe we can.
I've seen a lot just from being out here for 10 minutes. Give me Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. The reason we came to Indianola today is because the kings of the earth live in Indianola. Right. The princesses of the earth live in Indianola. Right. Sister, did you hear what the brother was showing you about Jesus Christ being a black man? That's a very big thing. What we're trying to show you is the Bible is talking about you. Right. The Bible talking about my sister right here, my sister right here, all my brothers that's listening. The Bible talking about you. Right. And we're going to show you it's talking about us, okay? Read. The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. Sister, when you faint, what does that mean?
When you faint?
When you faint, like you pass out. What that mean?
You pass out.
You lost conscience.
Yeah.
Our men have lost conscience.
Right.
We don't know that we the kings. Right. We don't know Jesus Christ looked like us. Right. We don't know King Solomon looked like us. Our sisters don't know that they descend from Mary, that they descend from the mother of Christ. Y'all don't understand that y'all royalty.
That's right.
Because we done been beat down. The white man beat us down. Religion beat us down. They put us in oppression. The Delta is the worst part of the state, in the worst state in the country. So that means we standing in the poorest place in the United States of America. And don't nobody see a problem with that? That's because we have fainted, sisters. That's what we out here to do. Read what you got. Read it again. Thy sons have fainted. Our sons have lost consciousness. Now they look up the future. Now they look at the Yo Gotti. Now they look up the little baby. Grown man calling himself little baby. Right. And we run behind that. We run to the club and listen to that music. We sit on the corner and smoke marijuana, not knowing that the white man put chemicals in that to make your testosterone level low. That's why our young men walking around with their pants at their kneecaps. Right. That's why our young men put on dresses in 2019. Right. Young Thug putting on dresses in 2019, and somebody playing his music in their car right now. Right. And don't no black man out here see nothing wrong with that. It's because we have fainted. Read. They lie at the head of all the street. Hold on, what a black man at in 2019? They lie at the head of all the streets. When you go to the street corners in every city around across the world, where is the young black man? On the corner. Right. So how in the world did somebody write this down thousands of years ago, and in 2019 we looking at it? Bring it out. Because this your book. Right. This our book. Right. We are the kings and princesses of the earth, my sister. My sister, what's your nationality? What's your race? You say black, right? Well, black is a color in a crayon box. Right. My boots is black. Well, actually, my boots brown right now because I've been in the dirt. You say African American. Yes. How old are you, if you mind me asking? 36. You're 36, so you was born before 1987. Yes. You know in 1987, that's when Jesse Jackson called us African Americans?
I'm learning now.
So that's crazy. So how you older than your race? Right. And your people been in the country for years. Bring it up. Before you was born, you got a mother and a father, right? They was born before you. They've been living here, right? So how is it that you African-American in 2019, but in 1984, your people was Negroes, coloreds, black? You see what I'm saying? You see the trend? Our name changed every couple of years. What you're going to find out today is you're not African-American. Right. Sis, you're not African-American, Sister Latoya. Right. You are Israelites. You are God's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to show you we God's chosen people. Because if we knew we was God's chosen people, we wouldn't be trapping on the corner. Nor would we be calling our sisters thoughts, hoes, bees. We wouldn't be treating our sisters like that because we'll know that we royalty. But since we think we African American, since we think we niggas, since we think we colored, guess how we treat our women? Guess how we treat each other? When we pulled up, we seen two brothers fighting, and instead of people breaking it up, they was world star hip hopping it. That's how bad we done failed. The brother said they grown. Somebody got to stand up and be a man around here.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, bro.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. Come on. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
That's your truck, sis? That's your truck? You sit down and got a car loan for that truck? But you know how people go and get car loans, right? You sit down with somebody and they give you a stipulation. They say pay the 15th every month, right? What happened if you don't pay?
They come and get it.
They come repo your car, right? Same way with God. God gave us a contract. He said, if we listen, we'll be blessed. We'll be above everybody.
Right.
We'll be loaning money out instead of having to go get a loan, payday loan, right? But that's what we do, right? We got to go get payday loans, title loans, all these things like that because we are poor people. Right. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of. It's how it is for us right now. But it's like that because we got a God in heaven that we ain't listening to down here.
Right.
We down here running amok, acting a fool down here, not knowing we got a God in heaven that's punishing us.
Right.
Read what you got.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the Israelites that God had told him to come and tell us. He said, look, if you don't keep God's commandments, curses will come on you. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Curse a bad thing, right? So we're going to read a curse and you tell me, I want you to turn around and tell me if the Bible's real. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Now turn around. Is we cursed in the city? Is it any skyscrapers around here?
No.
Is it in nice paved roads? They ain't even got the lines in our road. You got to guess what side of the road you on.
Right.
Our buildings falling in. We barely getting by down here.
Right.
But do the white man live like that? Do the Chinese man live like that? Do the Arab man look like that? No. We the ones living like that. God said this gonna happen to his chosen people for not listening. We don't listen to God. Now when you turn around, you see the trap. What we call it? The trap. And then what we call it? We call it the trap. Not knowing it really is a trap. Because they say do 2 or 3 things. You're gonna play ball, you're gonna rap, or you're gonna sell drugs. That's it, right? That's like what they tell the young men out here. They tell the sisters, girl, use what you got to get what? What you want. That's what the Bible is telling you. No, you ain't. That ain't you. You above all nations. Right. Only reason we in the conditions we in today is because we won't listen to God. Right. Read it again.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
So when you go to the hood all over the world, who live there? Who make videos glorifying what hood they from? We even got songs that say, throw your hood up. And then what we do in the club? We throwing our hood up all in the club.
Right.
We happy there. And the white man just laughing at us. Look at these niggas. They're happy to be in the hood. Look at them. And we don't see nothing wrong with it. Right. We just sit back and just watch.
Right.
When you the greatest people that God ever created.
Yes, right.
Your pastor not going to tell you that. Right. Your science teacher ain't going to tell you that. Your brothers in the purple and gold got to come out and show you that you better than what you've become.
Right.
Read it again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. Come on. And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who picked cotton in the Delta and made this country rich? Black people. You people, not African Americans, Israelites.
Right.
We made this country rich. The Delta was the fourth largest economy in the world. The Delta had more money than Russia in the 1860s.
Right.
Now how do the Delta, Mississippi alone, have more money than a whole country? You ever been to Russia? Russia huge. It takes 12 hours to get from one side of Russia to the other on a flight, not driving. So how did Mississippi have more money than the whole country? It's because we pick cotton for free.
Right.
If you owned a business, right? So say you owned a business, right? If you owned a business, right, and you didn't have to pay your workers, would you make money? Would you make a profit? Yes. So what the white man do? He made a profit. Right. And then now he give us the ghettos. Now he give us white Jesus and tell us to be happy. Not knowing that God is black, Jesus is black, the angels is black. What? You're black and you're an Israelite.
That's right.
That's what God said. Give me verse 32, bro.
Verse 32. Thy thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So in slavery, whose sons and daughters was taken from them and given to another nation? 25, 35, 45, sold to Master Charles in Virginia. Sold to Master Juan in Birmingham, Alabama. Sold to Master so-and-so in Huntsville, Alabama. Right. Did that not happen to us? The Bible said it was going to happen to the Israelites, and it happened to us. So who that make us? The Israelites.
That's right.
You ain't no African American. You a jewel on the earth. You a princess on the earth. Right. These brothers over here with their pants sagging, they kings on this earth.
That's right.
And we gonna take our planet back when we get our mind right.
That's right.
God want us to get our mind right. Come out of these churches. You got 25 churches in the Delta, and we still living in the ghettos.
That's right.
It's a church on every corner. Why can't the pastor take 10%? Because he's taking your 10%. Why he can't take 10% and come and fix the roads,
right.
fix the stores?
Right.
So my brothers and sisters ain't got to be nervous. They ain't got to be scared thinking they're going to get shot down tonight because they brother hurting just like they hurting.
Right.
That's what the Bible's saying, sis. You a princess. You a princess. Right. Y'all brothers kings. We the Israelites. We God's chosen.
Right.
Read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Look at that. Our sons and daughters was given to another people. So they took babies. They took babies from their mama's arm. Right after their baby came out the womb, and they sold it to their white sister in Virginia. Would you ever see your child again? No, you would not. That happened to us, y'all. Read.
And thine eyes shall look,
And you will look as they taking your child. Read.
and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And you will cry all day. Imagine if you got babies. You got babies. What if somebody took your baby and took them to another state and you didn't have a car to go get them? How would you feel every single day? Would you cry? You'll be crying. You'll be pissed. You would want to go to war. You'll be hurting. But God said, when this happened to us, we didn't have no might. Because we were slaves. So when they took our kids, what could we do? Guess what? Don't think that was just in the past. Now they take our sons and give them 195 years for 1 ounce of weed.
Right.
A little brother do 1 crime and get 1,000 years. And they'll tell you, you got 1,000 years. And your mama, dude. All you hear is, dude. She fall in the back of the courtroom. And they put a number on your chest now. They say 1759380. Right. That's your name now. You no longer your name that your mama gave you. Now they give you a number. Is that not happening to us? Who is the leading nation in the jailhouse today? Black people. You think that's a coincidence? That is not a coincidence, sis. It's because we God's chosen people and we won't do what he says.
Right.
Now he got us in the ghettos. Now he got us had to pick cotton for free. Now he got us killing each other in the streets.
Right.
That God did that to us, sis. So would you want to play with a God like that? I ain't playing with God no more. It's time for us to step up, repent, and change our ways.
Right.
Give me verse 48. Come on.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God said, look, you didn't want to serve me. I'm going to make you serve the white man. I'm going to make you serve the Chinese man, the Arab man. Did we not serve the white man in the cotton fields of the Delta?
That's right.
Then we have to serve him. That's what the Bible says. God said that was going to happen. So how did somebody write this down thousands of years ago, and then today we know that that's actual history? Because this is a true book, and it's yours. Read.
Right.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord sent our enemies against us, sis. God sent them. Turn around. God sent them to the west coast of Africa. Think about it. They could have went to China. The Chinese man this tall. Why they couldn't put him in slavery? Why they can't get brothers like me, like us, and put us in slavery? Bigger and strong as we is. 500 Negroes in the field and 1 white man on a horse, and he can control all of us. How? Because God told us he was going to send our enemies against us, and we weren't going to be able to fight back.
Right.
Read what you got.
In hunger?
So when you hungry, where you going to get your food from, sis? Don't leave, Sis Latoya. Stay for a few more minutes. Oh, okay, I'll pray. So let me ask you a question. When you want to eat when you hungry, where do you go get your food from? The grocery store. Who own that? White man own that. Sam Walton. He on Walmart and Sam's Club. That's where we get our food from, man. Kroger's, the grocery store, Double Quick. We don't own these things. These are things owned by our oppressors. God says, look, y'all don't want to serve me? I'm going to put you at the bottom, and you're going to be forced to serve your enemies when you're hungry.
That's right.
Read.
And in thirst?
When we thirsty, who we go to get our water? Do we own any reservoirs, any lakes, any pond? We don't even own a pond. Hell, we don't even own a puddle. Because if it's a puddle right there, and I take water and try to scoop water out of it, if the government catch me, that's 5 years prison time. Did you know you can go to jail for 5 years for catching rainwater? Is that not a curse? Yes, look it up. You can go to jail for 5 years for catching rainwater and using it for your personal use. We in slavery, sis. We still in slavery in 2019. Right. Right. They just took the yokes off and let us run free because they know we destroyed in our mind. Right. Read what you got.
And in nakedness,
and our clothes on our back, right? Do we make our clothes? Most of our clothes say 100% cotton, right? But did we pick cotton for free? So why my sisters can't get a free shirt? Why you can't get a free cotton shirt and you pick cotton for free? Right. Does that make any sense? That's because we cursed as a people, sis. Right. And it's time for us to change so God will lift the curse off of us. We've been marching in the streets, right? We've been asking for the next president to come and do something for us. It's time for us to do something for ourselves. Right. No, only thing we can do for ourselves is repent. We got to change our mindset. Right. You can give every last brother and sister out here $1 trillion right now, but if our mind ain't right, we're going to just blow the money and give it right back to them. That's right. Read what you got.
And in want of all things.
And when you want a birth certificate, a death certificate, a driver's license, car insurance, health insurance, education. If you want to learn the Bible, who do you have to go to learn all those things and get all those things? The white man. Listen, if my tag went out tomorrow, I can't go to him and say, hey, bro, I need a new tag. Can you issue this tag for me? Right. Hell no, I gotta go to Massa and ask him. Right. What's your last name? Edwards. Whose last name was that?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, right?
Yeah.
Who gave that name to your grandma?
My grandfather.
And who gave that name to him? It gotta start somewhere. It starts somewhere. You think about it. Our last names ain't even our last names. Right. When we came over here from Africa, our last name wasn't Edwards. That's an English name. That's right. That's a British name. That's names that was given to us in slavery. Right. And today we steal their property because we got their name. That's right. That's why they shoot us down in the streets and don't go to jail for it, because they still own us. Right. Your social security number. If you look down at the bottom of your birth certificate, you was born before 1981. If you look down at the bottom left-hand corner, it'll say that your birth certificate is owned by a bank. Right. We are still slaves today. We don't think we're slaves because we can go out here and have sex with who we want to have sex with. We can smoke our weed on the corner. Right. We can do these things and we say, oh, we free. Master done let us go. Right. No, need some food stamps. Master say, nope, can't have it. He shut all that down, don't he? Don't he revoke our license? Don't he revoke our insurance? Won't he tell us we can't get a call on? That's slavery, sis. Right. That's right. God said, look, the only way you getting out of this is to keep my commandments. Right. Read what you got.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
Who had a yoke of iron on their neck? We did. Did the white man in Israel that called himself a Jew, did he have that on his neck, sis? Who had that on their neck? We did, right? The master will put bells on it too. So if you escape late at night from the plantation, he can hear them bells ringing and them dogs can come hunt you down. You seen Life? You remember when Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence escaped on Life and they got them hound dogs that came and caught them? They always catch us. We never got away. Why? Because God put the curse on us. He said they was going to put a yoke on our iron on our neck until they destroyed us. Right. So guess what? The yoke ain't on our neck now. So what that mean? We destroyed. Right. Now we got their last name. Now we call ourselves African American because we don't know. We lost consciousness. We fainted in America. God has given us the answers in the last days. It's been in the Bible the whole time. It's time for us to turn our lives around. It's time to change our mind and repent. Right. Come back to God, because only God can lift these curses. These are curses that he put on us. Right. Just like if the white man put the boot on your car, your cousin Ray can't come get the boot off. Right. The white man got to come, the dude that put it on the car, got to be the one that got to come pull it off. 68 real quick.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
God said he was going to bring us back into Egypt, which means slavery. But this time he was going to bring us back on ships. Who went into slavery on slave ships?
You said who winning?
Who went into slavery from Africa? We did. Yeah. So who the Bible talking about? It's talking about black people. But God don't call us black people. He call us what? Israelites, sis. Right. He called us Israelites. The white man gave us the name Negro. That just means black. It's black in Spanish. That's all it means. The word nigger means black. The word nigger is in the Bible. Did you know that? Acts 13:1. The word nigger is in the Bible, but it just means black. That's all it means. You see what I'm saying? God told us in the last day he was going to bring us into slavery on ships. Come on.
The book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch a certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger. Nigger.
That was called what?
Nigger.
When they came in the state, said, man, look at them niggers. When they would come into the church to teach about Christ, they were calling them nigger because they was black. Right. That's all the word nigger means. It means black. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. So God told us we was going to go into slavery on slave ships. Did that not happen? Yeah, it happened. So God is not playing with the so-called black man and black woman in America. Right. He making us get our mind right. It's time in the last days to come out of these Christian churches because they not teaching truth. That's right. They got you hooping and hollering, hitting the tambourine, pay your tithes and go home, nigga. I ain't got time for you. I got to go count my money. Right. That's what you say, sis? Fight. And fight. That's all it is. That's the only thing that's going on in these churches. In the last days, God is telling us we got to come together as the Israelites. No more African American. That ain't true. That's a lie. Right. I'm tired of people lying to us. It's time for us to tell each other the truth. That's right. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
It said God was going to bring us back into Egypt, but this time on slave ships. Right. America is Egypt because when you open up a dollar bill, what they got on the back of it? A pyramid. What do America got to do with Egypt? God told us, you laughing because you like, damn, that's true. God told us he was going to send us into Egypt again, so now the white man put on the back of your dollar bill a pyramid to show you that you back in Egypt now. Right. But today they call it America. Then you're not going to read the word America in the Bible. That's a new thing. Back then, God called it Babylon, Egypt. He gave it different names, but he called it the evil city. This is an evil city. Right. This whole country is evil. And the things that it does to God's people, God got a judgment for the people that did that to his people. Right. But the Bible is telling us now, I'm going to send you back into slavery, but this time it's going to be on slave ships. Right. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
God said we want to see our homeland. Sis, have you ever been to Africa? Have you ever been to Africa? Okay, so what's our homeland? Right, that's what we think, right? Go, you know what I want. Give me Galatians. I'm going to show you. They done lied about everything. Right. Africa is not our homeland. That's right. But we've been taught that because they took us from Africa. This is like you. You from Indianola? You from Indianola? You from here? But what if I found you in Meridian and took you to jail? Is you from Meridian? No. You from Indianola, but you traveled down to Meridian. We was from Jerusalem, but we traveled to the west coast of Africa. That's where they got us from. Yes. But we weren't from there originally. We migrated down there. Read what you got.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Come holler at us, bro. Come holler at us. Read.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Jerusalem, which is above, is free. Read.
Which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Jerusalem is our homeland. It's our motherland. You understand that, Sister Latoya? Jerusalem is your homeland, not Africa. Now, Jerusalem is technically Northeast Africa, but in the 1800s, the white man cut it off, made a Suez Canal. He cut the land off, so today we wouldn't know actually where we was from. We'll just say, I'm from Africa. Then you say, okay, you from Africa, what part? We'd be like, I don't know. Somewhere in Africa, I take a DNA test and it tell me where I'm from. But you take two different DNA tests, it's gonna give you two different areas in Africa that ain't even close to one another. Right. Africa is a continent. You see what I'm saying? We say we from Africa just generically because Master told us we was from Africa, so we must be from Africa because Master said it. Master a lie. The Bible say we from Jerusalem. Right. That's our homeland. That's where we from. And it's we going back to Jerusalem in the last days. But first, we must repent here in America. Right. God is telling us, get our mind together. Change our ways so that we can get the kingdom of heaven. Right. Okay? So now, God told us this was going to happen to us because we did what? Because we broke what? We broke his what? God got commandments and laws, right? He told us in verse 15, he said, if you break my commandments, I'm going to send you, I'm going to put all these curses on you. All these curses on us, ain't they, sis? We've been reading the curse. They on us, ain't they? So guess what? And it's a shame that only sisters is listening. Besides my brother right here, I'll praise my brother listening, and the brother over there. So we do got a couple brothers listening. But it's a shame that our men don't want to hear the Bible. They rather hear your guy that talk about cocaine white.
Bring it out.
Tired of hearing about cocaine white. What about the black man ruling the earth?
Right.
That's what we need to be worried about, if we gonna rule the earth or not.
That's right.
That's what our mindset need to be. And if my sister's gonna be princesses in the kingdom of heaven and rule and have people carry you around like you're supposed to.
That's right.
Because at that time, they carried my sisters on their back, on their shoulder. You ever seen them ancient movies? And they had the women up on their thing like that. That's how they carried y'all. The Bible say that.
Right.
What that, 56? Deuteronomy 28:56. I'm going to say that real quick. I'm going to let another brother come teach you the laws. Come on, come teach you, Hooker. Now, Joel, you teach. Come on, Joel. I'm going to just read this one scripture. I'm going to let my brother show you a couple commandments you got to keep to get to heaven. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman.
See, our women at that time were tender and delicate. Not rolling their neck, not smacking brothers in the face, not saying that nigga ain't nothing on Facebook, getting 1 million views talking about how bad the black man is and how ugly he is and how he ain't nothing and he broke. Our sisters never talked like that back in the day. They respected their kings. But guess what? We got to start behaving like kings again so y'all can start to respect us like kings again. I will say that. But still, even if the brothers in your city don't start acting like kings, you got brothers that's changing their ways. Read what you got.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her feet upon the ground.
Hold on, what her feet wouldn't do what?
To set the sole of her feet upon the ground.
Your feet didn't even touch the ground.
Right.
They carried you on their shoulders around, our servants and our slaves. We had slaves and servants at one time too. That's how it's supposed to be for us. It ain't like that because we did disobedience to our God.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. And the children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.